A very good morning to all. As we have completed the first chapter solution, we can move to the second chapter, liquid state. In the first chapter, we have discussed ideal solution, non-ideal solution, azeotropes, the critical solution temperature, and different colligative properties, like that. In the second chapter, liquid state, we have to discuss the different properties of liquids: surface tension, refractive index, like that, and structure of liquids. So we can move to our new chapter, liquid state. In lower classes, you have studied the three states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. There are other states also, plasma states, Bose-Einstein, condensate, but generally we consider these three states: solids, liquids, and gases. And you have studied the different properties of these three states. What are the properties of solids? Look at the picture. The blue color indicates the particles in different states. Okay. So there is a strong attraction between the particles. You can see the particles are very closely arranged. So there is a strong attraction between these particles. And particles are very close together and neatly arranged. The particles in solids are very neatly arranged. There is a close packing of particles in solids. What about the freedom of motion of these particles? These particles can make or can vibrate in place. And a solid has definite shape and definite volume. But for a liquid, it has no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container in which it has taken. But it has definite volume. And there is moderate attraction between the particles. Particles still very close together but not neatly arranged. In liquids, particles are closer, but it is not neatly arranged like in the solids. And the particles are able to slide past each other. The freedom of motion of particles in liquids is higher than that in solid. And for gases, it has no definite shape and definite volume. And there is very weak attraction between the particles. Particles are much further away from each other. They move all around and bump into each other. So these are the different properties of solids, liquids, and gases. In this chapter, we are discussing liquids in a detailed manner. So first, structure of liquids. The cohesive forces in liquids are stronger than those in gases. But these forces are not enough to prevent the translational motion of the individual molecules. The arrangement of constituents in liquids has short-range order but lacks long-range order. The motion of particles in liquids is not as random as in gas. We know in gases particles are very far apart and the force of attraction between the particles is very less. But in the case of liquids, these forces between the particles are stronger than those in gases. But these forces are not enough to prevent the translational motion of individual molecules. There is force of attraction between the particles, but it is not enough to prevent the motion of the particles. So the particle in liquids can make motion. The arrangement of constituents in liquid has short range order but lacks long range order. In a gas, there is no order in the arrangement of particles. Particles are in random motion. But in liquids, these particles are arranged in a orderly manner. Or we can say there is a short range order. In solids, the particles are very closely and neatly packed. So it has short range order as well as long range order. But in the case of liquids, it has only short range order but lacks long range order. Then the vacancy model for a liquid. In 1933, Eyring proposed the vacancy model for a liquid. He assumed that in liquids, most of the space is occupied by the molecules. He assumed liquids are more or less similar to a gas. In a gas, there is very large space between the molecules. But in the case of liquids, most of the space is occupied by the molecules and a small fraction, about 3% of total volume, is free. So when we consider a liquid, in that liquid, most of the space is occupied by the particles of the liquid and only 3% is free. This void space in which the molecule can move is called free volume. So, the molecule in liquid can move through this free space. This free space is called, or void space is called, free volume. So, according to Eyring, a liquid is a congregation of particles and the free space or holes. And he further assumed that the free volume is distributed randomly and the vacancies are of approximately molecular size. In his assumption, this free volume has approximately the molecular size, and these like the particles, this space is also arranged in a random manner. Molecules adjacent to a vacancy possess gas-like properties and show maximum disorder. If a molecule is very near to this void space, that molecule will possess gas-like property because it can jump into the space. or it has more freedom of motion. So that particle will behave like a gaseous particle. But molecule away from the vacancy would be having solid-like properties and possess a more ordered arrangement. If the molecule is far away from the free space or void space, it will possess solid-like property because that molecule is not able to move, or there is no space for its motion. So it behaves like a solid particle. This is the vacancy structure or vacancy model of liquid. This model is proposed by Eyring 1933. According to him, most of the space in liquid is occupied by the particle, and there is only about 3% of the volume is free space. Then what is free volume? Free volume means in liquids each molecule is surrounded by 10 or 12 neighbors. So for a molecule there will be almost 10 to 12 neighboring molecule. So it will form a spherical cage. In the figure you can see the radius of the particle is Rm. And what is Rf? Rf is the radius of the spherical box. So the center of the molecule can move within the spherical cage. This volume for 1 mole of molecule is known as free volume. Volume for 1 mole of molecule is known as free volume. The magnitude of free volume is approximately 0.37 centimeter cube. The free volume per molecule is 0.61 angstrom cube. So for 1 mole, the free volume is 0.37, and for a molecule, the free volume is 0.61 angstrom cube. If we equate the free volume per molecule to the volume of a sphere of radius Rf, from that we can obtain Rf equal to 0.54 angstrom. What is Rf? This figure you can see Rf. So what is Rf? Rf is the distance traversed by a molecule between collision with the walls of the spherical cage. Rf is the distance that can traversed by a molecule within the spherical cage, or it is the radius of the spherical cage. If we assume the speed of the molecule in liquid is 3 into 10 raised to 4 centimeter per second, then a molecule would make 5.6 into 10 raised to 12 collision per second with the spherical cage. If the speed of the molecule is 3 into 10 raised to 4 centimeter per second, then it can make 5.6 into 10 raised to 12 collision per second with the spherical cage. This is about the free volume.